Hello, I'm Kurt Misha. On behalf of Trinity's Vestry and Stewardship Committee, I'm happy to welcome you to this edition of Trinity Cathedral's Virtual Ministry Moments. Here I Am, Lord, is the theme of this year's stewardship campaign at Trinity Episcopal Cathedral. It reflects how we can give ourselves to God's work, commit our lives to God's service, and use God's gifts to bless those around us. Now, it also reflects our current reality. Even though the cathedral is physically closed during this time, we are virtually open, and our worship, our ministries, and outreach are continuing and expanding. After all, a church is not a building, but it's the ministry we do, and we are all here to answer God's call. Traditionally, during the stewardship campaign, members share testimonials during our services to describe some of our various ministries and how they support the mission of Trinity, welcoming all people to know and live as Christ in the world. In place of these in-person announcements, this series of videos will introduce you to just a small sample of Trinity's compassionate service, healing, and outreach ministries. Trinity offers an array of Sunday school opportunities for our youth. Judy Landis is Trinity's newly appointed Christian Education Director and Episcopal Youth Community Coordinator. We welcome Judy along with Kate Flicchini, Gretchen Wolf, Rebecca Dixon, Ginny Nelson, and several of our Sunday school participants. Welcome, Judy. Nice to have you.
Thank you. When I first accepted the position here at Trinity, I had a colleague come up to me and say, "What are you doing there? There's nothing going on." As you can see, there's a lot going on, and this is just a small part of us. So we're going to be doing several programs. We're going to be doing a godly play program for the younger children. We're going to be doing a Holy Moly program. And one of the things that is new this year is we're going to split the Episcopal youth community into two groups. One being grades 6, 7, and 8 for junior youth community, and for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th for Episcopal youth community. So we're all here today to explain to you how important these programs are to a lot of us in the church. Turn it over now to the folks for Godly Play, Gretchen and Kate.
Thanks, Judy. Godly Play is the education program that we use for children ages 3 through 7, and it helps the children to become aware of the mystery of God's presence in their lives. It's accomplished through storytelling. All of our Sunday school sessions have a story where we use multi-sensory manipulatives in order to help explain the stories, which are usually based on biblical passages. The stories encourage the children to explore and interact with God and the world around them.
The methods of Godly Play are intended to tap into children's imagination and give them a sense that they are present in the story. Jerome Berryman, the author of the Godly Play curriculum, teaches reliance upon a gracious God who is real and accessible in all the mysteries of life, in time of sorrow as well as joy. Godly Play is intended to give children the time and a space to see God in the center of our daily lives and to invite them to reflect on the experience with wondering questions. Next, I'm going to turn it over to Rebecca and Ginny, and they're going to talk about Holy Moly.
Thank you, Gretchen. Ginny and I have the honor of teaching Trinity's youth in grades 3, 4, and 5 with an amazing curriculum that was adopted here about a year and a half ago. It's called Holy Moly. It's made by a company called Spark House. It's very engaging for these young people. It utilizes a video to start each Sunday school session. But the unique thing about the video, which is of course a Bible story, is there aren't any discernible words. It's more so character sounds. It's animated like a cartoon. And we were a bit leery of that at first, but what we quickly found was that the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders glean the entire point of the story from this video. It's so fascinating. It really pulls them in. And then after the video,
we have crafts that apply to the story and kind of take it a step further, we hope, and also give us the chance to engage with the children in terms of what they got out of the story and how to apply it to their life. It's such a fun curriculum, and we all are pretty fluent in Holy Moly by the end. And the kids enjoy it, and so do we. And now I'd like to introduce you to Jack, who is one of our participants in Holy Moly. Jack, what do you think about the program?
I really like the videos because they're funny, but they also bring in how Jesus came to earth and what he did and all the stuff like that.
So what do we have planned for the older kids?
Well, we have the JYC and the EYC this year, and the programming for both groups is shaped around 4 foci, and that is the grow, the pray, the create, and the serve. And we're in the process of developing that, waiting for the children to give us some feedback as to what they would like to study this year and what kind of service projects they would like to do this year. And so I'm going to ask Luke to share. He's been with the Episcopal youth community before, and to share some thoughts.
One thing I really like doing is I like to serve the community. And we also like to study and learn about new religions.
So tell us how the stewardship campaign will contribute to the success of our youth programs.
Our
theme this year is Here I Am, Lord. One of the people in the Bible who answers Here I Am when God comes calling is the boy Samuel. He is serving the priest Eli, but as yet Samuel doesn't know much about the Lord or the word of the Lord. Still, God comes to him in the night and introduces Samuel to his future role as a prophet in Israel.
Go.
One of the things the Youth Generous Pledge to Trinity's Stewardship Campaign provides for all the young Samuels in our midst is education about God, the Christian faith, and their life as Christians in this world.
We provide the vital education and nurture your support.
Children, our very own Samuels, and are our future as a church community, and we thank you in advance for your generosity.
I want to thank Kate, Gretchen, and everyone else who participated in this video. Trinity has made an investment in its Christian education programs, which could not continue without your stewardship support. I also want to thank you for watching our program today. We hope you've learned a little bit about some of the important work going on here at Trinity. Look for more episodes during the campaign, as well as the stewardship informational packet that you'll receive in the mail. Please give prayerful consideration of your 2021 gift and return the pledge card by November 15th. It is only with your financial support that Trinity can continue fulfilling its mission to welcome all people to know and live as Christ in the world.